two sides and an angle are given below. Determine whether the given information results in one triangle, two triangles, or no triangle at all. Solve any triangles that results. So we are given side, an angle. Let me draw a sample triangle. It's not going to be exact, it's just A, B, C. B is 5, so lowercase b is 5. C is 7, so lowercase c, it's opposite of c. Angle B is 10. So side, angle case. Okay, now we're going to use the law of sines. That is sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C. Since B angle is given, we must use sine B over B. Out of 3 ratios, we only use 2 at a time. So angle B is given, so we're going to use this. Then side C is given, so this one. So let's use the last 2 ratios. So using sine B over B equals sine C equals C. That gives sine B is 10 over lowercase b is 5. Sine angle C, that's what we are trying to determine, unknown. Side C is 7. So let's cross multiply. So 5 sine C is 7 sine 10. Now divide by 5. 7 over 5. In fact, 7 sine 10 on the top. Divide by 5. Do not write decimals. If you want to write decimals now, because sine 10 degrees is a decimal number, use at least 6 decimal places. I would just go find C. C equals sine inverse of 7/5 sine 10. I use everything in calculator at once. So you get C is equal to, rounding 2 decimal places, 14.07. Okay. At the same time, sine inverse gives another angle, or a possible 180 minus this angle, 14.07, which is, in fact, if we subtract, this is 165.93. Okay, let's see. I mean, this is always true because we got an angle, but this one, does this have room in this triangle? 165 close to 166. 166 plus 10, 176. I mean, this is angle C, right? C. So 166 plus 10, 176, and there's a room for A. So this angle is also good. I mean, this is always good because 14 plus 10, 24. Then A will be a big angle. But the second angle, whenever we do, we need to make sure when we put this in this picture, there is a room for third angle. 166 is here, 166 plus 10, 176, still there is a room for A. So both angles are good. That means we're gonna get 2 triangles. Okay, so we are in the case of getting 2 triangles because C has 2 valid values. Okay, so we got 2 angles. So now we can find the third angle because the sum of these 3 angles is 180. B is 10. C got 2 values. Now we'll get 2 values for A as well. Then angle A is 180 minus the other sum of other angles, 180 minus B plus C. B is 10. C is, now we have 2 cases. Okay, so I'm going to write here, when C is when C is 14.07 plus 10. So A is 180 minus the other two, sum of other two angles. And when C is 14.07, then 10 plus 14.07 subtracted from 180 is 155. And when C is 165.93, the second case, A comes out to be 4.07 degrees. Okay, so A is found, angle A is also found. What is left to find here now? Side A. Okay, this one is found. C was found here. To find the side A, we're going to use any two. Let's use first and second. Doesn't matter which one you use now because we know most of the parts anyways. So using the first and second. Okay, so let me go here. Now using sine A over A, that lowercase a is to be determined, sine B over B. So A has two different angles, so it will be two cases. For now, let me cross multiply A sine B because we are trying to determine A. So A sine B, B is only 10 for each case because that's the value, angle B is 10. So A sine B equals B, what is lowercase b? That's 5. So 5 times sine A, so that's 5. Let me write 5. Sine A. A got two different values, so I'm going to just leave A for now. So now divide both sides by sine 10. So lowercase a is 5 sine A all over sine 10. Now A has two values. Angle A has two values. Now we're gonna take A equals 155.93, then evaluate this value, then take A equals 4.17 and evaluate this. So like last time, I'm gonna write equals. So when angle A is 155.93 degrees, I'm just gonna plug in 155.93 and use calculator. 5 times sine 155.93 divided by sine 10. Okay, and that comes out to be 11.74. Okay, it's the side A. Then next, I'm gonna take A equals 4.07, and this makes sense. Look, angle A and opposite side A. When angle A is big, the side is also big, and that's the case. Because the lowercase b is 5, A is now 11.74. Now our angle A is 4.07, so this side A should be very small as well. Now we're gonna plug in A equals 4.07 degrees. 5 times sine 4.07 degrees divided by sine 10. Using calculator, it comes out to be 2.04. Okay, so that's the case here. Now we got two triangles. And if we want to write down everything, we are given BC and B. So if you want to list them, A equals, B equals, C equals, angle A, angle B, angle C. Okay, first triangle, second triangle, A equals, B equals, C equals, angle A, angle B, angle C. If we look at closely, these things are fixed. 5, 7, 10, B, C, B. 5, 7, 10. 5, 7, 10. These are degrees. Okay, and first we found C, 1407. Okay, from 1407 we found A, 155.93. Then from that 155.93 we got lowercase a, 11.74. The next is now 2.04, and A is small, going 4.07, and C was big, 165.93. Okay, now the sum of three angles is 180 and the corresponding sides. Final.